is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news and intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversations. 96.9 FM. This program contains mature content and may not be suitable for all audiences. Listener discretion is advised. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of the management and staff of Guardian Radio.
This is Kendenique Campbell-Moss, and we are here on Kenny's Corner. Now, this is promising to be a very interesting show because we have some information, we have some conversation that we have to get right into. Now, for those of you that are being trapsy and thought that this show was going to be contentious, it is not. For those of you gremlins and the audience that want to troll and, just have your way, we're not on that run today, but you can meet us at a different location on the side of the street and we will have that conversation. Aldika, you know who I mean? And so I'm going to do that right there.
None of that.
Because I don't want to go for the no-neck population today. Not today. So Aldika, I thank you for coming to Kenny's Corner. For those of you within the sound of my voice, this is going to be a very riveting conversation. We are talking about our nation. We are talking about the greatest show on earth. Yes. We are talking about the lifeblood of what makes you truly, authentically a raw-born Bahamian.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Off was in my intro, and he said, ooh, junk canoe. Listen, all you people. So This evening, it's another sexy Tuesday, and I have Aldika Colebrook with me. Aldika.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
How are you this evening?
I am good. Happy
Wonderful.
To be here with you today.
I appreciate you being here, Aldika. Now, Aldika, I want to dive. I want to get I want this to be a soft entrance, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Aldika, how did you get involved in Junk Canoe?
Well, I came in with a group of friends. We all were in a band together. And at the time, the Valley Boys was going through a split at the time. And they were looking for musicians. And I came in with my friends from church. Of course, I had to ask my father, because where you one girl child going with all these boys?
Right.
And so I said, man, Daddy, I want to try it. I was about 18, 19 at the time. So he agreed with some, contention, but he agreed at some point. And that's how I got into the Valley Boys.
So, Dika, what I have another question for you.
Mm-hmm.
What does Junk Canoe mean to you?
Junk Canoe means freedom. You can't compare it. I don't want to say the wrong words out here, but you can't compare the feeling of Junk Canoe to some other things would be,
Ecstasy. You want to say ecstasy? You could say ecstasy.
Yeah.
You could say erotic. You could say essence. You could say those E words. Yeah.
Okay. So that's the way Junk Canoe makes me feel. It's a happy presence and just fulfilling.
Okay, Nadika, I have had numerous persons inbox me. I've been doing this show for quite some time. I used to fill in for Juan McCartney, and now I have Kenny's Corner, right?
Mhm,
And
mhm.
in my time of doing talk radio, the only other time that I've had this many questions is when I had that couple on that are swingers. Aldika, in when I spoke with you earlier today, I had 83 questions. I
Mm,
have
mm.
116 questions, Aldika, surrounding this entire topic of John Canoe and what's happening with the Way Forward Valley Boys and the Valley Boys proper. Now,
Mm.
Aldika, I
No,
want
no,
I
no.
don't I
Let's make sure I get this right now. It's
talk
Valley
it.
Boys. It's
Uh-huh.
the Valley Boys and the world famous Valley Boys. That's it.
So
Let's clarify this.
which one are y'all?
I'm in the Valley Boys. The way forward is just a slogan that we
Uh-huh.
used. And
There's no
so
such thing as that.
it's no such thing, no records. There's nothing written that says the way forward Valley Boys.
So
It's
you're
just Valley
so
Boys.
you Aldika, you are in the world famous Valley Boys?
No, ma'am. I
You are
am
in the
Valley Boys. I'm
you're in
in
the Valley Boys. Okay,
Ma-
let's establish that. So you
Yes.
are the Valley Boys, and
Yeah.
the Valley Boys that were headed under uh the Valley Boys, the world famous Valley Boys 1958. Is that correct?
That's what they say. But
Okay,
I
that's
was
what
under Gus Cooper too, so I know.
okay. You are Nicholas Cooper as well. So Aldika, let me ask you something. When you guys decided to form the NPO, NGO, LMNOP, QRSPTU, why didn't you have a conversation with the chairman of the 1958 Valley Boys?
All right.
Now
So
I'm asking from a position of me not knowing anything.
right, and we had to clear up the muddiness.
Right.
A lot of people thought that we was just rogue and we just want to do our own thing and we just say we could take the group. No, man, you don't do things like that. If anybody know me, I'm a woman of integrity. My parents raised me the right way. My mother was a teacher. My father was a police officer. So I ain't doing nothing against the grain.
Mm.
And so um, meetings were held between um, the chairman of the world famous, because I ain't calling nobody name,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
but he ain't even the chairman. That's a next situation. But the then chairman of the Valley Boys,
Mm-hmm.
meetings were held, and the thing is, people sat down together, which we thought were going to be genuine, talked about the situation, and all the members were asking for us to have an election. And even before we got to that point, conversations were had about how we can change the way the Valley Boys is moving. I can't tell you the last time we went to parade.
I like that for y'all, though.
The big nose.
I like that for y'all.
I
I like
like
that
it.
for y'all. I
But
like that for
anyway,
y'all. I like that for y'all, Dika.
anyway,
Mm-hmm.
so we had conversations about how we can move forward, some changes we need to make. And everybody walk off from the table like, yeah, man, we could do this. Write down how the steps we could do and do this and that. And then weeks later, when you say, "Excuse me, sir, remember the things we talked about?
Right, right, right,
What happened?" I know
right.
nothing. If it was Jesus to say, "I know you not," that's what we get. And so then letters were written asking again, please consider. A group meeting was held. Persons again, the group members now, because everybody is sitting in the group chat and row. You row one another after the parade. Oh, we doing this. Everything wrong. This and that. So okay, we reached to a forum now, and everybody say, okay, so why we just can't have an election? Boss, you done been here. I've been in the group 22 years. I meet him there. So that means you've been sitting in this one chair for 30, maybe 35 years. I know, if we really just want to be going around the Tower of Babel that long.
Understood, understood.
But if I feel, and I'm going to be truthful, if an election was called on his behalf during that time, he may have won.
So all
But
you're really asking for was an election.
that's all, ma'am.
So, Dika, let me ask you something, because this is where the bone of contention comes in with the general populace in the Jonkunu community. And I stand firm in this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Only Jonkunu people care about Jonkunu.
Yeah.
I think that people bastardize us. They want us for christening, baby shower, you mash your toe, you hurt your toe, they want us for
That's it.
every single thing. And they
Everything.
believe that Jonkunu is a free commodity.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
there's a Jonkunu draft. This one get 50,000, this one get 30,000. But you have not proven your salt. The last time you win a parade, Jesus was in slippers. Okay, let us be very, very clear. These Saxon superstars are the reigning champions. 5 straight. 5. Okay, Dika, I want this to ask to you. You speak about going around in a circle, talk about Jonkunu and the love, and coming together and having a genuine conversation. But Dika, let's talk. I want to pivot. I want to talk about relationships, Dika, because
Okay.
Dika, I need me. I cuss you out today, and then tomorrow I see you down the street, and I still need you, Dika. The New Providence is 7 by 21.
My God.
We have people in both valleys that are maligning each other's characters. You have some big boys and some big girls on this road, Dika, and they are argumentative, and they are destructive in their conversation. And one thing I said is, you cannot argue junk with people that you don't know, because if you get in a conversation with someone you don't know, you can
I tell you, if you don't even rush, I don't even. What I had an argument with you for?
I mean, I can't even grade you.
No,
I can't grade you. But Dika, Dika, how do you cuss me out today? Almost, Dika, you cost me my livelihood. You cost me my relationship. You cost me my right Gucci shoe. How am I supposed to look at you? I rushed beside you, Dika, for 20 plus years. How am I supposed to then work with you after you done cuss me out, Dika?
Now for me, I ain't cuss nobody out.
No, not saying you
I
personally.
just saying, I know.
Right.
But the thing is, people have to get to a mature level, and a lot of people don't understand that word. Like you say, Jonkunu, we have this parade twice a year, and only on them little side parade, let's say 4.
And one time ago, y'all never used to come to the side parade because y'all thought y'all was better than people.
That ain't true.
I just wanted to put that little caveat in there.
We just need little vacation because, sometimes.
Okay,
right.
Okay,
right.
sorry.
Little vacation.
Okay.
But I don't know why people have decided to take things to this level of hate. And that's on both sides. Just like you say, we all used to eat together. We walk in the same line. And then I think too, people let people on the outside egg them on. Of course, everybody wants to see the Valley Boys diminish.
I would like that.
I know.
I mean, let me
win.
But Dika, let me be honest with you. Like, I want you to know something, right? Like, I have to be very honest with you. Like, me and you, Cole, Dika, we've had our arguments off camera, on camera, and we have a relationship outside of this. But Dika, I could tell you something. The Jonkunu community, and I speak for a vast majority, like, we tired of this story.
I tired too. And it's just like, okay, you all you're doing is informing your people of what is going on, and it becomes a race. It becomes a, I do this, I do this, you do this. Oh, I put the color blue, you put the color red. Like, do it. I ain't even about that life. We are here trying to inform our people of what is going on. If that's what you decide to do, that's what you decide to do.
Dika, every week y'all let's have a press call. Every week
it don't be every week. It just now.
And then every other morning y'all have a press release.
And I tell the people, listen, only because of, I guess, the ruling that was made last week. Because before that, I had no Jonkunu. I don't. When people stop me on the side of the road, I don't even want to talk about it. I have other things in my life I do.
Dika, what is the ruling? Because none of y'all could say Valley Boys, or y'all have to rest the Valley Boys down and you find a name and they
No,
find a name.
it's not that.
What it is?
Let me.
Because Dika, we confusion, not even confused. And we have a call on the line. While you're looking for that, let me take this call. Good evening, caller.
Okay.
You're on.
Good afternoon, Kendenique. How are you?
I'm well, sir. How are you today?
I am wonderful. You got on your eyelashes?
I am on my eye winkers. I got them on, baby.
And to my girl, my baby girl, Dika, what's up, baby?
Hello.
You even know who you saying hello to this Marvin man.
I can hear that's your voice, Marvin.
Listen, let me take some of that pressure off you, Dika, because you've been doing an excellent job at your public relations for the last year and a half. Kendenique, it is no question, according to the Business License Act, Section 10, the group that registers the name first, gets their first and trademark registered the name, are the holders of that name. Okay? Now, we tried to explain to you all from last year that the name was in arrears for 14 years. And in an effort, our exuberance to bring the name up so Kendenique or Rabbit, the members decided to pay the arrears. And we brought it up, okay? We brought it up to date with a view that was a trump card so we could sit with Brian and get Brian, force him to come to the table for elections. Of course, that didn't happen. But what he didn't know was we had that trump card. So we held that, and that's why where he is today. Any further questions, Your Honor?
You must make your appearance. I have a question for you. But if y'all was so genuine in your and forthright, why didn't you say to Brian, or that was your card? Like, okay, I know I catch my man scheming, so I go hold this. Why didn't you just say to Brian, why this group ain't register? Brian, why so and so?
It was done, Kendenique.
It was done.
Hello.
I just asking.
Yeah.
I asking.
Hello. Listen, that man clears out and run former prime ministers from coming to him. More than 10, 13 times we reach out with olive branches to that young man. That young man was the one who caused all of y'all to rail against us by calling us the breakaway group. We wasn't no breakaway group. Brian come to the Valley Boys in 1996. People like me, Kendenique, been in the Valley Boys from 75. Up to today, Kendenique, he's not even listening to the judge.
But I understand. But it doesn't seem as if there's a clear understanding. The general public, your messaging is not on brand. Like, we are very confused in the Junkanoo community. And I have to say to you, right, as a Junkanooer, taking my feelings outside of whatever is happening with the Valley Boys. The Valley Boys have made it a situation now when people see us coming as a regular Junkanooer without any paraphernalia, without any trademark agreement. They've made it to the point where people I sick and tired of hearing with this thing. Like, it is sickening to the public now, this whole drama.
You sick and tired? I ain't any now. But see, the problem is seeing us, it is not the way forward that is spinning the narrative, you know. It's the fellow that's still holding on. The fellow still holding on. It is finished. The battle is over. But the dude still holding on. But now, Kendenique, I want to rail on you now. Let me get on your case.
Okay,
because last year when I tried to reach out to you on your new talk show,
yes,
you pushed me out. You pushed the way forward out. You say you put a bit of way forward with dealing with the JCNP. And I thought that was in poor taste.
I can't go against the JCNP. The JCNP is the governing body. I stand on a point of order, and I recognize. But I recognize Mr. Dion Miller as the chairman, and he is my chairman for the JCNP, of which I sit. And I could never disrespect Dion or any of my JCNP comrades.
So this is a JCNP show then?
Pardon?
This is a JCNP show then?
No, this ain't a JCNP show, but I stand on a point of order. I can't disrespect the man. Junkanoo and politics have no bearing. You mentioned that
Oh,
the prime minister,
well,
this and that.
well, if I was
Not
Dika,
smelling good.
if I was Dika, I would have get up and leave.
But why she would leave? Why would she leave? Everybody has an opportunity to speak.
Because that's what I was telling you last year. Even although we were outside the window looking in, we should have had an opportunity to speak on your show as well.
Nobody wanted to speak.
You denied us that.
Nobody wanted to speak, and not only did anybody not want to speak, you had people in the general realm, my own sorority sisters, who had an attitude. What you have an attitude for Junkanoo? You really want me to come outside myself and really show you that I'm from East Street and Ross Corner?
Well, anyway, thanks for the compliment with the
Junkanoo.
music. Christmas, when you say, boy, these River Valley boys got some good music. Thanks for that compliment. And Tika can handle herself. I can leave my baby sister there to finish dealing with you. Thanks for taking my call.
Absolutely.
Bye, Marvin. Take care. Take care.
Now back to the call of order, Dika.
Yeah, sure.
Let's talk about the relationship part of it, because Dika, the very people that use you, the very people that the entities have sought to be a part of, do you feel as if though you've ostracized yourselves from them? Do you feel as if though the water is just so smirky that you cannot have a real and honest conversation?
Kendenique,
yes.
During this whole ordeal, you know, I have a Junkanoo group, and would you believe I have people who are sitting on that side, and I will pick up the phone and call and give them they on my show. That to show you, these kind of things that ain't supposed to come between me and your relationship. Some of those people who might be on the other side, I know but dropping them and picking them up from school, babe. I know but feeding plenty of them, babe. Listen to me. When I think but this, it has hurt my heart because of the level of disrespect some persons have shown to me personally. And I never call you. The battle never was between me and you.
Mm-hmm.
The battle was for the cause. Now,
but Dika, what is the cause? What is the cause?
The cause was making the way for the persons of the members of the Valley Boys to have a voice.
But Dika, so Dika, let me say this to you. If I so love my group, right? Let me say this to you, Dika. If I leave the Saxons, I start my own group and I start Genesis. If I leave the Saxons, I start my own group. I name something else. The Roots leave, goes to the Valley, they name something. Everybody is left. And they my question to you is this. If you say that you are in fact doing it for the betterment of the group, right? You guys had a showing on Bay Street. You were in the F category for fun. Y'all were fantastic on Bay Street. Y'all had music.
We had music.
Y'all had all kinds of things.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying to you is this, Tika. Why not then say, you know something? For the love of my culture and my community, my Junkanoo community, I am going to then separate myself from this group in its entirety. Because Dika, but I also want to ask you something. Do you think that there's such a thing called Junkanoo fame? Because I never went with the Valley when I was in choreograph or frontline. But as soon as I go into Roots, I say winner chicken dinner.
You're the champ.
You're a champ. You come to the ball and you collect your things.
Kendenique, if it was a minority for those persons in the Valley Boys, those members who came, if it was a minority, then it would have been a different situation. I have never been in any other group. And so for those persons like Marvin, who quote from 1958, 1970, the people who call on themselves 1958, they wasn't even a twinkle in the star. All of 1958, they behind the name, the Valley Boys. If it was a minority, I would not have walking away, because guess what, Junkanoo still ain't gonna mean more to me than my life and my mental health. If I gotta just continuously be going and doing the same thing and you only going to Bay Street alone, I wasn't coming no more.
I have a next caller, Dika. Dika, my text line, I even didn't get to these texts yet. We have a call on the line. Go ahead, caller.
Hello.
Hi, good evening, ma'am. How are you?
I'm fine. Kendenique,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm just going to refer the question back to you, what you asked the lady.
Go
Taking
ahead.
the speaker. I know you to be a diehard Saxon. Am I right so far?
Ma'am, you are emphatically correct.
Okay, then. Because a diehard Wally boy, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then. Now, you asked her a question.
Yes.
Why didn't she why did she want to take the name or something with her instead of starting over with a different name? Am I correct?
Yes, ma'am.
That's what you asked her?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Okay, then. I'm going to throw that same question at you. Die-hard Saxon, Kendenique. Would you have done it? Would
What
you
I have done
leave,
what?
brush it all off, get Saxon and start another name or another group?
Okay, let me say this to you so I can answer your question.
I mean, seriously now, don't just say it.
But I will answer you. I
got
will
that
answer you
Wally
100%
boy in her
truthfully.
blood just like your Saxon in your blood.
No,
Would
but
you have
I
done
will
it?
give me a chance to answer, so I will answer you fairly. I will
can
answer
hang
you
up and
fairly.
listen to you.
My
Don't mind,
father
okay?
is a founding member of the Saxon Superstars. My grandmother, Maria Campbell Sanders Johnson, navel string Berry in Mason's Edition. When I started in the Saxons, I was 3 years old in the front of the group. Myself, Fernerin Hannah, and Lick Scavala daughter Tina. Lick is the role master for the Saxon Superstars. The Saxon Superstars is all that I know. If they put me out my group, I stop.
That's it.
Because nobody will take me seriously. I have had more than one offer for other Junkanoo groups to say, Kenny, do the PR for me, pay you. Nobody will take me seriously if I go and I say I'm doing the public relations for somebody else. I could write your synopsis, because I write for a living, but nobody is going to take me seriously, and all I have is my name. When I say that I'm a Saxon, I am a Saxon and I'm a Roman Catholic. I don't bother with politics because that ain't my cup of tea. But those two things you ain't gonna take from me as being a Saxon and being a Roman Catholic. And I am in the choir at St. Francis Xavier's Cathedral. But I will say this to you: if I was
You could
leader,
sing. You could sing.
and I'm a psalmist in the choir. I don't
Yes.
fool around with the Junkanoo part. When it comes up to if I would leave, if I leave, then I go with my business and I just stop. Dika has a different a master motivator, so that's different for her. If my mother is gone today, my mother. Today is the 26th of March. That means I put my mother in the ground today because when we originally went to put mommy in the ground, it rained. If something happened to my daddy, who bring me to Junkanoo, that's it for me.
Close shop.
I don't have nothing. I was not going to form another group, and I wasn't doing that.
On.
But
Kendenique, hold on. Could I get back in?
Yes, ma'am. Go right ahead.
Okay, listen, hold on. I don't think that's how that happened. You speaking about you. The half of the Saxon group break up the way the Valley Boys broke up, right? And you with one half. That's what I'm referring to. I'm not saying if they throw you out. I said if they break up the way the Valley break up, and they decided to take Saxon half, and just like the Valley Boys, you would have done the same thing.
No, ma'am, I wasn't going to do this. I was not. I don't think so.
You would not let Saxon go yourself. Am
I
I
don't
right
think
or wrong?
so.
Well, listen, I can't answer
am I
for
right
her.
Or wrong?
Yes, I can't even say you right. Because if let me say, because one, there's a different situation between even us and the Saxons. Because the Saxons is a registered group. The only reason why the door was left open, and that's how we got through the door. Otherwise, if that door was shut, that was it for me for Junkanoo. I'd have been sitting down on the sideline and screaming Saxons too.
Was the same. That's what I'm saying.
I feel like she would have group if they took the Saxons name. I feel like she would have
hold on to the Saxons just as how the Valley holding on to the Valley. They would have done the same thing.
I don't think so, and I think if I were put in that position, my code of ethics would have been a little bit different, because my thing is, if I get to the registrar office and I realize that there's already a group that is incorporated, or the group is already the name already exists, where the hell I go and asking to ask for as a Saxons 2.0? like I just do not see that being. I just don't see that being my personality, and the group don't belong to me. So if I don't get nothing from the Saxons. The Saxons never give me a cup of water. So if the Saxons decide that they want to take their name and go, Isaac Campbell, my father gave that to me. Yeah. That's what I'm carrying with me.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm a Saxon. That's what yes, that is what I am. But I'm a Campbell from Arthurstown, Cat Island.
You win that one, okay? You win that one.
I mean, we have to agree to disagree.
Yeah, that's all it is.
We have to agree to disagree.
Everybody have different. It's different tears to it. You know, there might be things that you will hold on. Some things you let go. But that's what we decided to do for the people. It's still the group don't belong to us.
Junkanoo belongs to the people.
That's it. Junkanoo belong to the people. I could walk away and they still could be there rushing.
And not only that, Dika, we could walk away tomorrow, and just as the world keeps spinning, the Junkanoo will continue. But Junkanoo has evolved. We talked about earlier, right? There's a Junkanoo draft of such people moving to other Junkanoo groups. Junkanoo is right, but I want to know from you, Dika, because this is one of the questions.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that this is another question? This is a question for you. Do you think that the constant movement of persons from group to group makes for good Junkanoo?
I don't like the jumping from group to group, but again, it's about the individual. Like you say, you ain't gonna never. If anything happens, Saxons, that's you. You finish Junkanoo. I feel the same way.
I mean, Dika, I say that is because when you hear that music like over Dika, I dance in. Yeah. Right? Yes. You all came down Bay Street and you all suspenders and you all this, and I was dancing. I hail Ron. I say, Ron, hey, I hail everybody. I'm mad. My daughter goes to Ron for music. So it goes further than that. But Dika, nobody can give me that feeling like the Saxons, baby.
That's how I am. Like I can't go in a next group and maybe too because I've bonded with people. We like family now. Like that's like for somebody to tell me I must go to another church now. I can't go to no next church. I don't know what I have here. I don't know what I've been dealing with here. And so at some point you gotta be able to say, babe, I can stick you through thick and thin. This the situation. But for some people, they feel like fame, the Junkanoo fame.
This Junkanoo fame must get to your head.
That just get to them. So somebody and I know things is be tough for people now. They want to sell themselves $500 for one lap or two, and when you come back next year, so you're still looking for this $500. I just hope they get it. You know, I just hope they get it. But the fulfillment, at some point, yes, we all been doing Junkanoo for free for all these years. We too stupid for Junkanoo. We too stupid.
You're too stupid for Junkanoo. You're too stupid for Junkanoo, and that is the truth about it. But I want us to understand too, right? When you think about Junkanoo and a conclave and Junkanoo happening in concert, I must say that the men handle Junkanoo conversations a whole lot differently from women. I think women are very catty, and some of them can be downright nasty because some of the things that are said are not even necessary. Because if you lay down for feathers, then that on you. That is really on you. That's on you. That's on you. You understand? We have another caller on the line. Caller, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Kendenique. You ain't got another call. You got the same caller, Chief Stinking Gold Skin. Look here, I don't want to put too much pressure on my baby sister, you know.
I'm not putting pressure on Dika.
Relax, man.
Kendenique, I tired all that talk too, like you say. I with you. But I called you to tell you one thing. In 1979, Marvin, and when we brought that costume, Say No to Drugs, I stopped the Saxons 4 straight then. Me and my boys on the ground. You remember that?
Marvin.
I stopped the 4 straight. Hold on. Let me finish. I stopped the 4 straight then. And if I can get his leg fixed by Christmas, I can stop your fight.
Oh,
That's all I
Let
called
me
you to
tell you
tell you.
something. Marvin, let me tell you something.
Tell
Marvin,
me.
you're trying to bring out the beast in me, but I can try to regain my composure and my decorum. But let me tell you something. The only group to get 5 straight best music under in any group
That's
in A,
fine.
B, C, or X is
That's
my
fine.
daddy. That's the
That is
Saxons.
fine.
Let me tell you something else. In order to beat the Saxons in this season, you better come ready. You hear what I tell you? Because we come
I
in for the
agree.
same part.
I agree.
Let me tell you something.
Don't you
You look good.
ever in your life think that the
You
heart of a
look-
Saxon ain't ready. Because
You
we
look
come in
good by yourself last year,
hey.
but ain't the
Oh,
same thing
let
this
me
year,
tell
baby
you.
cakes. I can talk
We
to you
coming
later.
for you this year, though. We coming for
Oh,
you.
All right.
Jesus.
We coming for you. Don't worry about that.
I got that glitter lipstick on, baby.
You better have 2 colors.
Oh, red to the top and pink to the bottom.
And something. Get it together, because we coming.
Dika, I have Marvin. You finished rounding me out for the day, or I could.
Marvin, behave in our hospital, Behave, man.
Okay, so Dika, we have a next question for you. Dika, we have a
Okay.
next question.
Okay.
All right, Dika, these questions I have to pick and choose because somebody is really too personal.
Right.
Okay, we already discussed with the efforts to resolve the issues and decisions. We have already spoken about that. Was this disagreement or something deeper?
I feel like it was a mixture. It was a mixture of it all, because when the membership, listen, when I hear stories of things that were happening with members in terms of even supplies and costume, well, there was one, the last year before, I was out sick. And I remember rowing because the brass didn't have costume 2 minutes to Bay Street. 2 minutes to Bay Street.
Yeah, Dika, y'all look like that too, because I remember this video. I remember this video on Shirley Street.
Okay.
Dika, y'all look bad, eh?
Okay. And see, we always talking about Valley Pride. Why you dropping the standard? Why you dropping the standard?
Dika, y'all had some slick movements too, because I see some people who's talk about Valley Pride all the time. When y'all come down, when the other Valley come down, Dika, they was like a statue. When the other set of Valley boys come down,
stop it. Just stop it. But see, people if we talking about Valley Pride, it gotta go across the board.
Right.
You can't call yourself a leader. You ain't want to answer the phone to talk to the people. You don't want to have a group meeting to tell the people what is going on. Come on, man.
Dika, you shouldn't be able to access me all easy as that.
No, I ain't saying you must answer the phone every time. But if you ain't even having a group meeting, have a group meeting to tell the members what's going on. From we resign. When we resigned from the JCNP, we didn't have no meeting to say, hey y'all, we going back. We just was on Bay Street. How what happening? What is going on?
Y'all come into the JCNP because we are the governing body.
Yes, we have written to the JCNP. And I feel like this is a different temperature at this point.
And be humble. Dika, humble yourself, because y'all wasn't very nice to Dion.
We were very humble. We were humble. And see, when you say, you have to be careful the things that you say as a leader again. If you say to the public, well, we will let the courts decide. If the situation is now in court, and the government then turn around and say, now, hold on. You can't let one go and don't let the next one go. That's where the problem can lie. The two of them right now sailing on the same boat. So whatever boat you let that one ride on, the next one should have been riding on that boat, or the two of them shouldn't have ride on the boat. Because guess what? If they didn't even say, okay, none of y'all could participate in the parade, we couldn't make no noise, because that's what it is. It's in court. And the thing is, we ain't take nothing to court. The other people, the world famous, but this ain't God. We ain't do nothing.
Dika, I have a next question for you. Dika, I have a next question. Dika, you have to answer the questions as they come. You can't cherry pick the questions.
Oh,
all right. So, Dika, what if the court says to you, ma'am, ask her, what if the court says to you, neither of you can use the name?
Then we have to we make up our own name. It is what it is. But at this point, because we were the first holders of that name, it was granted to us. People have to understand the laws of the land. You cannot have two entities with the same name. It's no way. Anybody who have a business and you come up there and you say, well, I want name the Big Blue Bar. And the next person say, well, I want name the Bar Blue. Hold on. That too similar. Somebody got to put Heaven's Gate on it or something along the way or whatever else it is. Because now when you put the names of the entities similar, it then causes for the public not to know. They can't discern which one you is and which one is. Because to hear which valley you is.
I mean, that's a normal question because we don't know. We are very confusion.
But it's been almost just a year and a half, and some people still there. Which valley? But we've already been out to the public. You've already seen. You see the difference of who is who. One carrying the world famous, and one just carrying the Valley Boys. And the one with carrying the Valley Boys trying their hardest to keep up the standard. We just want to take this another level.
All right, Dika. We talking because there's levels to this right here, right?
Yeah.
Now, Dika, seeing that there's levels and we just spoke about the JCNP, right? We're going to go out to some music that was played at the JCNP Met Gala 20th anniversary. This music is brought to you by the Rhythm Band.
All right.
And not only that, Dika, this was one of the winning tunes for the Saxon Superstars. Chris, take us to break with that music from the Rhythm Band.
Always on the go? Missed a show? You can now listen to Guardian Radio talk shows anytime, anywhere on Spotify and YouTube by searching Guardian Radio 96.9 FM or by entering the name of your favorite show. You can also listen by logging on to GuardianTalkRadio.com and clicking on the podcast tab. Guardian Radio, continuing to provide you with fresh news and smart talk anywhere, anytime, all day.
Your loyalty deserves royalty, and we've got the perks and cash back to prove it. With 700 Advantage Plus, you'll get 5% cash back, exclusive event invites, VIP perks, and so much more. Ready to claim your crown? Visit our social media pages for the sign-up link or swing by any 700 Wines and Spirits location to get royally rewarded today. Terms and conditions apply. Must be 18 plus to join. Efforts remind you to drink responsibly.
Girl, you see how Cora eye look funny, all black up yesterday?
But she say she bump into a wall when she's running after the churn them.
Yeah, but last Saturday you see her arm was all black and blue, right?
So what you saying? You think something wrong between her and Jack?
I ain't sure, but you know Jack is a jealous man. I hear him and Cora last Friday. I hear him say he hear Cora have eyes for Junior.
Now you know that ain't true. Cora is a good woman, does mind her business, take care of them churn, and go to church every Sunday. So what you think we should do?
I think we should report Jack, Corey don't say nothing, but silence hides violence, and we don't want to line up in the cemetery.
Not me. I ain't getting in nobody business, then Jack come after me, and I land up next to Cora.
No, man, we could call our tax crimes some grocery money for our tip.
Remind me again, how does this work?
We can call them in Miami at 328-TIPS or 328-8477, or when we in the island, call toll-free at 300-TIPS or 300-8477. And if you don't have no minutes, use the Crack Crime Bahamas app, and we could text them, and the messages get all mixed up before it leave your phone, so nobody can know what you saying.
So what we waiting on then? Let's go earn some grocery money.
Everybody Wins Live is bringing you the ultimate giveaway, a brand new Cybertruck. For every $30 spent, you're in the drawing for the ultimate grand prize, a Cybertruck. Drawing live at the Vibes Cartel concert March 29th. You'll also be automatically entered to win tickets to see the world boss himself. 25 lucky winners every single week. Visit everybodywinslive.com to get into the game. See website for full terms and conditions. Must be 18 or over to participate.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Radio. This is Kenny's Corner, ladies and gentlemen. We are here with Miss Aldika Colebrook. Aldika is with the world famous Valley Boys.
What?
No,
The Valley.
the Valley Boys. Okay, Dika. Jesus, I got to write this down.
Oh my gosh.
I am sorry. So Dika
Yes.
is the world famous, and then it's the Valley Boys. Y'all is the Valley Boys.
Yes.
Okay, right. Okay. So Dika, girl, that's a lot. I mean, Ali and Nash Ferguson was my principal at St. John's right after they kicked me out of soccer because I used to be a little fight. I used to be a fighter, right?
That's my girl.
And so
That's my mommy teacher. She's don't
She
let
taught-
my mommy's don't let me forget. That's my mommy teacher.
right. And Miss Ferguson made me study the dictionary. So I sometimes my word. So I have to write on the side of your name, Valley Boys.
That's it. That's all. That's it.
But
The
Dika,
Valley Boy.
how did you feel coming on Bay Street this season?
I was overwhelmed. I was.
Emotion?
It was very emotional. Like I cried. My heart was so full. And even after getting all the negative of y'all only rushing for yourself, y'all ain't get no prize. And when our members turn around and say, "Me ain't worrying about the prize, we together." Boy. Boy. When people was like that, say, "Boy, we going?" We going. That's when you knew. That right there was, boy, we have some genuine people.
Dika,
Oh my gosh.
they could pay you to go to the next group.
Nobody.
You could get
Somebody from the Saxons try me too, I ain't want to sleep. I say no, I can't do that.
Dika, you wouldn't come over?
Mm-mm.
Dika, they can't give
No,
you
I
20,000 for 2 morning.
No, I can't do that. Mm-mm. I
What do you-
get down. I get sit down.
What do you think of them paying builders but not musicians?
I have a little problem with that.
Why?
I feel like the musicians, listen, if it's one section that works just as hard as builders is music. I don't know if it's more or less the back line with the drummers, but I know from being a brass person,
Mm-hmm.
Monday practice, Tuesday practice, Wednesday practice, Thursday group practice, Friday you might get a break. Saturday is if you ain't got somebody, baby shower, wedding, funeral, something. Sunday you might get a little break because the church, you might get invited to church too. The brass section, always on it. There's no chill. There's no chill.
But you know, I think music is probably the most coveted portion of Junkanoo now, right? But you have to think in terms of the kunkalakas, the bellas, the tum tum section, the bass, the brass, the treble, the this, the that. You have a large component of persons that play music that make Junkanoo what it is. And I think that if you haven't won anything, you shouldn't get anything. That is my fervent feeling. But I think that for the amount of time and energy that goes into the preparation, because our brass, I mean, when I say our brass, I mean the Saxon superstars, the brass for the Saxons, we practice every day. I mean, we showed you that on Nation because we won music. I mean, that was evident.
Only because we wasn't in the competition, because y'all know.
Take it easy, man.
Y'all know.
We know.
We'd have been right there on top of Sweet Caroline.
Deco?
Get juice.
Deco, how you doing?
You can get it.
Just
juice.
Thanks for coming. Deco. Now, Deco, don't.
What happened?
Deco, there's a question. Deco.
Yes, ma'am.
Deco, you know the question gotta come.
What is this question?
Deco, they write your name on the cardboard twice.
I made the cardboard twice.
Deco. Why they write you? Who write your name? Who the person supposed to write your name? You know the person?
Well, I know the person who write my name on the cardboard twice.
Shut up.
Twice.
Deca, when you saw the video, because the video went viral. Viral with a W. When you saw that, Deca, what was the first thing that came to your mind?
Thanks for being disrespectful, because I never would have done it to you. I want to look in your eyes, and I hope you could see this video. This video, I'm going to never do it for you. Because of the relationship that me and you had, I would have never done that disrespectful thing to you. But anyhow, thank God my back big. I want a shirt that say big back, child. Don't worry, I get not this weekend.
Well, when you get your shirt would say big back, I can get one for my no-neck sorority sister would say stupid. I can get one. Yeah, I can get one for her.
Stop it.
If I see in that cape one more time.
But
anyway,
if the people, again, this is where people let persons influence them.
Yes.
You know, I have some people, and there were persons who were there, and when they saw that did something to them, because they know exactly who I am.
And what you stand for.
And what I stand for. And what I've done for others.
But so, Deca, the relationships have to be mended though. NASA is only 7 by 21.
I ain't mad with nobody, only one person God have to put me before the cross for. But everybody else, I don't have no problem. And in fact, some of them is love to see me, because guess what? I still hugging them. And I still kissing them, because I want them to know Deca still love them. Because it should not be a problem if I walk left and you walk right. Some people, politically, some people in households, this one is PLP, this one F&M, this one is DNA, and the C, what they name, the COI, IOC, whatever they name. And you still have to live in the same house. And you can't say, but I hate you. There are persons who leave from one Junkanoo group and go to another. I can't tell you I hate you for that.
No.
I can't tell you I hate you for that. But some people just have to understand. It has to be a level of maturity. Because if you got to change your name at the end of the day, you got to change your name at the end of the day. You could do all you want. You could come from the mountaintop and, just continue just doing crazy things. Like one day the craziness gotta stop, eh?
But Deca, the relationships when you came onto Bay Street on for both seasons, both morning. When you see people that you would have rushed for years and you passing them straight, Deca, You like that doesn't do something, that doesn't resonate with you and say, like, we have to fix this?
Some people are open to fixing things, but then there is a gamut of people. Listen to me. They ain't letting nothing go. They still want to fight. They want row. They want. I can't. You can't. I can't talk to people like that. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie to you. There are some people. I just had to block and delete them off of Facebook, because when you want to call me stupid because of decisions that I've made, that's my decision as a grown woman.
Dika, we also have to look at the fact that some people's livelihoods may have been threatened by this whole Junkanoo Way Forward, Valley Boy, Valley's voice.
There were some persons who were told, if you don't come a certain way, you will lose your job. I know about that. If you don't come a certain way, you will lose your job.
Jeepers creepers.
Some people putting their jobs in the hands, in doing things that ain't necessary for Junkanoo. But at the end of the day, it's only you. You can't put your livelihood on the line for Junkanoo. You got to be crazy. You want to put your name on the line for Junkanoo? And see, you might only be thinking about it in this instant, but if something really happens,
will the Junkanoo community be there for you? I look at Naka, right? I look at Naka, prime example. Naka's a senior man. Anybody check on Naka? I heard Naka get knocked down. Anyone say, do we have any type of insurance? Do we say, something? What happens?
And these are the things that we have to be looking for our people in our groups. This is a part right now. We've just implemented this in our constitution for the Valley Boys, because there are too many persons who end up on Bay Street. They done drink all kind of Red Bull and Monster and things. Come on, Bay Street, raise their hearts up, and when you look, we done had all kind of people who die on Bay Street. You bury them. What? Any money was given to their families to say, well, anyhow, so and so used to rush with us. This 115, they have buried them.
Sure.
That happening?
Tika, you want to take the
serious
last
word
word?
we living in, man.
We let it fly by. We let it fly by. But I want us to stop. I want us to stop allowing people to bastardize it, because the craft of Junkanoo is very serious, and I hold it near and dear. When people say, "Oh, Kenny, I can't get someone to do a show for $75," $75, I gotta get off from work, get fixed, put on my clothes, make sure my satin right, make sure the costume right, and I must rush for $75. No, man, we ain't Joneses. It don't work like that, But I appreciate you, Dika. And for those of you naysayers that thought that the show was going to be in a different form
of fashion show,
we can do that on WhatsApp, but not in this particular forum. But
we want better for Junkanoo. We want better. We want better for everyone. We want better for the Valley Boys, so we can get back together and beat up on Kenny.
It can literally take two of y'all. It'll take two of y'all to beat one of us. But I want it to be better for the women in Junkanoo, because far too often, Independence Parade, this parade, the next parade, you have 20,000 men and one woman getting a jacket. And I think that that's ridiculous.
Wow.
Because women have made their contribution as well.
Yes. Great
and
women.
I just think it's very sad, and it's an indictment of how misogynistic the environment is in some instances. But if you really sit down and try to figure out who makes the group run, who would it really be? I thank you.
The woman there.
I thank you. But Dika, I want to see you on Bay Street. I don't know who you can be. I don't know what the judge them to say, right? But it can be. Y'all gonna need two of y'all to combine to beat me, eh?
Yes.
Yeah, y'all want this music? Come get it, Dika.
I'm coming for it.
Please let your girls be fixed. Make sure your banner and everybody come for it, Dika.
Yes.
Dika, waiting on you,
All right.
Okay. Dika, don't trouble the JCNP.
We coming.
Don't trouble my
man. I want the JCNP. Congratulations to all of the new members of the JCNP. I spoke to my friend, Mr. Brennan, the other day. He said, Dika, I just want to make a difference. I love that. Work hard, and y'all just make it better, man.
I mean, you
That's all.
see
It's
what we
only
did
up
with the
from here.
ball. You see what we did with the ball. Everybody are on close to the ball.
That's a real upgrade. I love that. I love
I mean,
that.
they
It's
cussed me
getting
a couple
better.
times. They cussed me out plenty, but I mean, it was
Yes,
okay.
wow. It's getting better and better.
Better and better, Adika. Thank you so much for joining me here on Kenny's Corner, Guardian 96.9. For those of you within the sound of my voice, this is another sexy Tuesday afternoon. It's a bit balmy outside. The weather has changed. I can feel it in my foot. And with that being said, I will take this opportunity to have some popcorn and put my foot on my one family man later on this evening.
Woo!
Oh, yeah. We can make some rhythm.
Drop the
Ladies
mic.
and gentlemen, drop the mic. Drop
the drum.
Drop drum. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you here next week, Tuesday at 6:30, Guardian Radio 96.9. Fresh news, smart talk, all day. Bye.